We got major breaking news today that's shaking up the Trump admin. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and his deputy Alex Wong are out, resigning after massive controversy involving a leaked signal chat. Stick with me as we dive into what happened, why it matters, what's next. If you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get started. Here's the deal. May 1st, 2025, reports dropped that Mike Waltz, a key figure in Trump's national security team, is stepping down along with his deputy, Mike Waltz. The reason? Bombshell scandal started back in March when Waltz accidentally added a journalist. Maybe accidental, could be planned. This is all conjecture. It was Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was added to a private signal chat. Now, this wasn't just any signal group chat. This was called the Houthi PC Small Group, included heavy hitters like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Mark Rubio, Vice President J.D. Vance. They were discussing sensitive military plans to strike the Houthis in Yemen. You heard that right, guys. A journalist with no business being in there got a front row seat to these high-level sensitive information. Laura Loomer has been calling out Mike Waltz and Alex Wong for months. She was right. I firmly believe Mike Waltz needed to go. I don't know how he got in there, but I'm going to tell you who needs to replace him, and you will be stunned by who I say needs to replace Mike Waltz. Here's the clip breaking on Fox News right now. It's going to be everywhere. The Democrats are going to jump on this, but I think the Trump administration, more importantly, SecDef Pete Hegseth, are cleaning house. I support this.
Consternation among some people about Mike Waltz, who you might remember was a congressman, Green Beret, a long history and career in foreign policy. And I believe Jackie Heinrich is joining us now. I'm not sure. Is that right? No, Bill, sorry. I'm sorry. I got the news from Jackie Heinrich in the email. And, Bill, it's hard sometimes when we're not together. I didn't exactly know what was going on.
No problem.
Some other people had left, but this was maybe a little surprise?
Yeah, it's day 102. And if you think about Trump 1.0, Dana, when he let General Flynn go early on, sometimes Trump has reflected on that as a big mistake on his behalf. And he really wanted to hold on to his people.
Sure.
His men and women. You know, Flynn works in the West Wing. Michael Waltz works in the West Wing also, in addition to General Flynn back then. It's a pressure cooker, as you know. It's a tough job. But Flynn right now is the first to go on day 102.
Mike Waltz is out. And I'm going to tell you right now who I would like to see replace him. And they referenced it right there. I would love to see General Mike Flynn back in the game. Many people are saying Mike Flynn is in and around the administration providing advice. Mike Flynn, we need you, brother. Your country needs you. You raised your right hand to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now, the Trump administration could use you, General Mike Flynn. You would be welcomed back by a large portion, the majority that voted for Donald Trump, to get back in the saddle, to get back into what you do best. And that is finding corruption. That is outing corruption. If you think Mike Flynn would be a good replacement, and I think Mike Flynn would hit the ground running and probably knows where all the bodies are buried, that's why he scares the Democrat Party. That's why they went after him early before Trump was even inaugurated in his previous administration. And that's why they have went out after SecDef Pete Hegseth. 100% of news media coverage has been negative against Pete Hegseth. I used to work at the same organization as Pete. I'm glad to see him in there. We need a SecDef like that. We need an advisor like Mike Flynn. Mike Waltz heavily criticized Donald Trump when Trump was supposed to have dunked on disabled veterans. We know that's all a lie, just like the good people on both sides hosts. Now, I've got another clip here. This is Owen Schroyer. And Owen, he lays it out. And I don't agree with Owen on a lot of stuff, but I'm telling you right now, he absolutely paints a good picture.
So Mike Waltz is out at National Security Advisor. This is the first scalp, if you will, of the Trump administration. I anticipate there will be more.
Good.
But let me just break this down real quick and why this is such an important news story that the details are going to get lost in translation here. So obviously people are going to be talking about Signalgate, where the adding of the Atlantic's Jeffrey Goldberg was traced back to Waltz about a month ago. Now, they tried to get Hegseth in this entrapment scheme for something Waltz did. And as you know, believe it or not, the media coverage of Hegseth has been more negative than it has been of Donald Trump. The corporate news media has been, I believe it was 92% negative on Donald Trump. They were 100% negative on Hegseth. Not a single positive thing to say about Hegseth. So
there's no coincidence with that. When the news media is going after the Secretary of Defense negatively, more negatively than the president, that tells me one thing. He's a threat. He's a threat to what they want to accomplish. He is a threat to a peaceful Middle East. He is a threat to a secure border. He is a threat to making the United States military strong again. All of the things that the left, the Democrat Party, all the rhinos within the establishment don't want. Your Nikki Haley's, your John Bolton's, your Susan Rice's. The laundry list goes on. Pete Hegseth is a threat to what they want. They want a military-industrial complex.
They still want Hegseth. And the truth is that Hegseth and his advisors that unfortunately just were walked out of their jobs have been anti-war. They're very pro-military. They're very patriotic and pro-America, but they're anti-war. They don't want any more forever wars. They don't want any more involvement in foreign entanglements. So the swamp doesn't like that. The corporate media doesn't like that. Now, Waltz likely was representative of the other side. And now, meaning the warmongers. And now, with his firing and Alex Wong, his advisor, hat tip Laura Loomer, she had Alex Wong pinged the day after Signalgate. She pinged Alex Wong. So she nailed that one. But you have to wonder if Waltz either wasn't set up by somebody else or if Waltz wasn't used, maybe wittingly, to try to set up Pete Hegseth. Also,
that is kind of what I think. Mike Waltz was picked, was put in. Can't confirm. This is all alleged, a little bit of conjecture, right? A little bit of storytelling, connecting the dots. We all do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, as someone that is not a full-time content creator, not a professional content creator, as some of these critics say, okay, I'm just a grifter, just a Navy vet with an opinion. What we're seeing right now is a huge shift within the Department of Defense. We are more capable. We are stronger, more fit, faster, better deployments, leaner. No more of this DEI shit. And that scares a vast majority of the Democrat Party. The same portion of the Democrat Party that would love to send you and your kids and your grandkids' kids to go fight in Ukraine for no damn reason. Hat tip to Owen Schroyer, Laura Loomer, and everyone else that's been covering this and following this. Okay? This is the Vet Biker. I got to get out of here. Take care. See you on the road.